Hi everyone. Today we're speaking with Wesley from Lease Station about why financing may be a good option for you. Okay, Wesley, first tell us a little bit about your company and what you guys do for our customers.
Yes, this company, we're called Lease Station, and we're overall an equipment finance and business solutions company, partnered up with windowcleaningresource.com. Our goal is to assist these growing business persons, startups, growing businesses, in getting approved and carrying out terms to finance purchases of business essential equipment. Simply the equipment that these people need to grow, expand their business, generate revenue daily. This equipment is expensive. Sometimes the end user has the equipment, has the cash. Sometimes they do not. Regardless, financing is a great option. So we're happy to be able to come in here, have a wide approval range, and work with people who typically have a hard time getting financed, which would be those with credit challenges, bankruptcies included, low FICO scores, as well as those with startup businesses and businesses with low time business who typically have a hard time getting approved for financing. So yes, we're very happy to be working with Window Cleaning Resource and assist those people.
Okay, great. How long will my payments be spread out?
So the payment options range from 1 year through 5 years, depending on generally what really fits for your business. First off, the approval may determine your option. The most basic approval will allow you 2 through 5 years. If your invoice warrants it and you are spending over $3,000, you do have the opportunity, if your approval warrants it once again, to qualify for a 1-year term, which is a great one. It's basically 13 payments. But yes, 1 through 5 years in the lease-to-own structure.
Okay. Is this a lease or do I keep the equipment?
This is a lease-to-own, very specifically structured like this. The lease-to-own meaning that technically the lender does own the equipment through the term. At the end of the term, there's a buyout period in which the end user or customer, if you will be making the final payments to go ahead and buy the equipment. There are multiple buyout options. Sometimes it's the last 3 months of the term. Sometimes it's simply a $1 buyout at the end of the term. And this is determined by what each applicant is approved for. So this is definitely a lease-to-own structure in place for the end user's benefit, for the tax benefits involved. So yes, as it's a lease, you pay your monthly payments, but of course at the end we all want you to own the equipment, so we make this very simple. Your buyout, if you have the 3-month lease-to-own structure buyout, your monthly payments are the same amount that you've been paying the entire amount of the term. It's just a simple last 3 months, and boom, the equipment is officially yours.
Okay, great. Can I write this off?
Yes, as I somewhat mentioned before, this is tax deductible. So the tax benefit in place is that you're allowed an accelerated depreciation deduction on this equipment via Commercial Tax Code Section 179. Typically, when someone purchases equipment for their business essential equipment, over $1,000 or so, you're allowed to write it off. Basically, that come to a 35% depreciation off the equipment. So typically, you'd file for that over the course of 5 years and get a little chunk back. What we are allowing through this structure, and this is why we're doing the lease-to-own structure, is the end user to write off the equipment in an accelerated depreciation deduction, meaning that entire amount of the depreciation that they expected to collect over the course of 5 years, you will receive in this upcoming tax period. So you can imagine how many end users are taking advantage of this. I mean, it's kind of the whole point of the lease-to-own in some aspects, allowing someone to get pretty quickly a deduction back on equipment that is making them money, and they're making smaller monthly payments on. So, a good chunk, you can imagine 35% back on a $5,000 purchase before you've even spent, $1,000 on it. is pretty beneficial, you know, because this is about conserving operating capital and putting it back in your business and allowing your business to flow and collect a return on investment of the equipment. So yes, this is a write-off. You're writing off not only the principal cost of the equipment, but the interest as well, which is great.
Okay, can I buy out early?
Yes, you may absolutely buy out early. There is no separation between principal and interest here. This is a very, very, very simple structured finance. So, being that there is no separation between principal and interest, there's no penalty or benefit to paying off your payments early. Once you are signed on and you have monthly payments, let's say of $200 a month for 24 months, you are responsible for that $200 times the 24 months. So if you wanted to end 6 months early, you could easily call the lender. They would set it up. They all we are broken. Our lenders have great customer service, and they will allow you to change your payment dates. They will allow you to pay off your term early, and they will just bill that to you directly. We are set up with a lot of direct depositing as well. I'm sorry, direct debiting as well. So these payments are coming straight from the account. Everything's very streamlined. Now, however, you are able to do that. It doesn't come completely encouraged. This is an opportunity for many of these business owners to develop business credit as well as enhance their own personal credit. So, you know, I do encourage that one sticks with their lease and pays their monthly payments at least over the course of a year, if not the whole time. Like I said before, this is about conservation of operating capital, growing your business, putting your money in the right spot. There's no rush to go ahead and pay this all off. You know, it's about keeping that line open. You're developing a great bank relationship when you're working with us. As a matter of fact, with multiple banks. So, you know, when building the credit and knowing that you're going to need that credit to come back, maybe you're buying twice as much equipment in the next upcoming year, or that's what you plan to do, we're right here for you. Once you've established this relationship with us, you paid your payments for the 24, 36, 48, 60 months, whichever your term is, you're going to have a great credit umbrella to work with to come back up to us and grow that business.
Okay. And why should I lease over paying cash or putting it on a card?
Sure. There are many crucial benefits to this lease-to-own structure versus paying cash or putting it on a card. Obviously, if you're paying cash or putting it on a debit card, you basically have put down that money. That is potential operating capital that you can use. That capital, all of a sudden, if you put it on the equipment, well, obviously that's money you can't use. That's the most obvious effect. But some of the more crucial effects, like I was just mentioning, is that the small business, it's very important to establish a credit umbrella. And that's something that you're able to do if you are a form of corporation, LLC, corporation, S Corp, etc. You're not able to build business credit as a sole prop. So I do suggest that many times, especially if you plan to expand your business. I know a lot of the end users here who are purchasing window cleaning equipment, you know, are kind of surprise successes. You just got out of the garage, you know, you made it through the summer and realized that you do have a business here. Congratulations. Get that liability away from yourself and become an LLC. Grow that credit. Just like I said, so when you come back, you have a relationship and you can get money for your business regardless of your personal credit. Now, another thing involved, like I said, there's obvious benefit of the tax. You know, that's good money coming back to you just by choosing a certain structure of financing. It's pretty simple to do that. Plus, another thing that's really, really big, especially in this industry, there's a clear, obvious return on investment here. The typical end users, and we've been working together here with Window Cleaning Resource and Lease Station for a while now, and since I've been involved, I've seen a lot of these end users are able to cover their monthly payment with less than half a day's worth of working with this specific equipment. When I ask them, you know, how long is it going to make you to make this monthly payment with this specific invoice you're purchasing? The typical answer is anywhere from a quarter day to a full day. That's great. When you realize that you can cover your monthly expense of having the equipment in one day, and you have 29 to 30 more days to go in the month, I mean, that's got to be, you know, a great feeling knowing that you've basically already paid for your equipment. Go ahead and generate revenue for the rest of it. Move forward. You know, this is all about growing the business, and this opportunity, I mean, shoot, you know, why not? So yes, it is obvious. Plus, if you put something on your card or pay cash, you own it. It's a capital asset, and this is an operating expense economy. So there's more benefits tied to the operational cash flow versus a full purchase of a asset liability, essentially.
Okay, great. And finally, any additional information you want to share?
Yes, sure. We're very forward here on growing a business. We're here for end users for purposes of approving financial terms and a little bit of consulting as well. You know, I find myself helping people out a lot, educating them on growing their business as we realize people are coming up. So we are here. We're a great resource to use for growing your business, whether you're purchasing business essential equipment, or even, you know, we have a working capital line of unsecured credit that we offer people. Really, any solution we can find to help someone grow their business. You know, like I said, we do encourage businesses, you know, if you're growing and plan to continue growing, to become, you know, some sort of corporate factor in order to have a business credit umbrella. We do report these lease-to-owns to Paydex and Dun & Bradstreet, which are the credit bureaus for business. So they will be aware. Like I said, you know, the bank relationship, you know, will be there, and we can be here for the future. We're not just here to get you set up on your $2,000 pressure washer so you can go do a few things. If the sky's the limit, then we'll take you there, and you can get what you need. And basically, when you work with us, it's our job to get you approved, get you a great deal, so you can get your equipment and grow your business. So, you know, don't hesitate to call, ask. We're available. My direct phone number actually is 480-999-3568. You can also reach me at Wesley@leasestation.com. That's WESLEY@leasestation.com. And we're here.
Okay, great. Okay, so we want to thank, obviously, Wesley and Lease Station for doing this webinar with us, and I hope you guys realize what a great opportunity this is, and you'll take advantage. All right, thank you so much, everyone.